Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Enus Jubilee in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm actually on my expanded and enhanced edition character. This is kind of a spoiler for the Out the Mud episode that you guys are going to be seeing on Friday, but we bought the Enus Jubilee while it was on discount this week, so I figured I should customize it while it's on discount in case any of you guys are thinking of buying this thing. This is your last day to buy this car while it's on sale, so if you guys are interested, now is definitely the time to purchase this thing. And we're going to start off with the armor. I want to go all the way up on the armor for this thing. I am planning to use this in PvP, so I think that I do actually want to put the armor plating on. I'm not 100% on this yet, but it's definitely something that I'm thinking of doing. So we're going to come back to that. For the brakes, we are going to upgrade those all the way for sure. For the front bumpers, we do have quite a few different options for this car. I do like the look of the rally bumper, just adding those extra fog lights onto the car. I do like the arc bumper as well. The speed bumper is kind of interesting. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of it. The carbon speed bumper adds some extra sort of arrow to the front of it, makes it look a little more aggressive. We got the track bumper as well. And then of course we have the black track bumper top of that. We also have the racer bumper. I think the racer bumper looks pretty sick. I do kind of like the look of it. So that is an option, of course. And then we have back to stock. The racer bumper is not all that different from the stock front bumper in all honesty. So I think that the one that I want to go for is maybe the carbon speed bumper. I kind of like the look of it. Either that or I want to go for the rally bumper, I think. But the rally bumper looks kind of broke to me. So I think I want to go carbon speed. Let's do that. For the secondary bumper on this car, we have the speed bumper, the racer bumper as well, the track bumper, the track light bumper, and back to stock. So I want to go for something that's a little more aggressive. I think we'll go for the racer bumper. It's kind of a good look, so we'll do that. For the engine itself, we're going to upgrade that all the way up. For the exhausts, we do have quite a few different options here. I want to go for the oval racer exhausts. I like the look of those. For the hood itself, we got a few different options. We got the primary middle intakes. We got the primary upper vented hood as well. We have the primary high performance hood. I don't think that that looks very good at all. Got the primary speed hood too. We have the performance hood as well, and back to stock. I think that the only one of these options that looks really any good in my opinion is the primary upper vented hood, so we're gonna go for that. For Imani Tech, I am gonna be putting the missile lock-on jammer on this car because I think that it's gonna be quite helpful to have, so we're gonna put that on for $400,000. For the lights, we are gonna go xenon, of course. For the livery on this car, we have the flames livery, the graffiti livery, the blue camo, the Skull Island, the Alcohola stripes, the LS24 stripes, the color stripes, the black stripes, and the white stripes as well. We're gonna leave this thing stock. I don't like the look of any of the liveries really, so let's keep it stock. Yellow and black for the plate with the custom plate. Let's do that. Mounted machine guns. Now this is something that I'm not sure if I want to actually put on this car. They are at a pretty good height, I do find, especially for like killing players and other vehicles, but I don't know that I actually want them on the car. I feel like they kind of make it look weird, and I just don't know that I really like the look of it. So I think I'm actually gonna leave it without the front mounted machine guns. We are going to put the oil slick proximity mine dropper, so I have some form of defense. If I'm being chased, I can drop that and so hopefully spin people out. For the color of the vehicle, of course we do have the new chameleon paints. The gold pearl is crazy on this car. It looks sick, but I don't think that I have the gall to add that. It's a little too crazy for my liking. We've got all these colors. I'm not really sure which one, if any, I want to go for. The baby blue pearl is kind of cool, but I just don't really think it looks that great, honestly. I am kind of tempted to go for the crew color. I'm almost kind of tempted to do like a themed garage. I do really like my crew color with the red, so that is something that I'm kind of toying with, but I also am tempted to go for, you know, a little bit of something different, something a bit low-key maybe. Like a Cabernet red looks really good, except I actually don't have that unlocked in this garage, so I'd have to go to the auto shop to do that, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Could go for something really bright and attention catching like race yellow. I'm thinking what I might want to do actually is go for like a galaxy blue, like something really low-key. I do like the look of it. I think that do I want to go for galaxy or dark blue? I think I'm going to go galaxy blue for right now. for the primary and for the secondary color, because I just think it's kind of like a good color, you know. It's a dark, it's not too attention catching, but it still looks nice. So we're gonna do that for the primary and the secondary. For the skirts on this car, I did go for the carbon racer bumper on the front, so I think that I kind of do want to go for a carbon piece, maybe the carbon trim skirt. I do like the look of the carbon trim skirt. The primary sports skirt with the carbon on it looks pretty good too. The sport trim with the red, that's kind of cool looking. You know what, I think that I want to go for something not too crazy. Let's go for the primary carbon skirt trim. Let's do that just to add a little bit of carbon on. We could go for the carbon spoiler on this thing. I think I'm just gonna go for the secondary color one because that will add the downforce. For the suspension of the car, I am going to lower it down all the way. Transmission all the way up, obviously the turbo as well. For the wheels, I have a wheel in mind that could look good with this thing, the split 10s. These are my typical like Rolls-Royce wheels that I'll put on most of my like Enus cars in the game. Honestly, I think they look pretty good. I'm going to go for them. I'm going to go for them on this car. For the black, yeah, we got to go black for the wheel color. I think it looks pretty good. Bulletproof tires, you got to add those on, of course, and for the windows, we have to tint those all the way out. Now, I am thinking about the armor plating. I do have Imani Tech on it, so I think it kind of makes sense to put the armor plating on as well. We're going to do it. Why not? Another 150k. So that is pretty much it for my customization on the Enus Jubilee. Let's take it down to the ground. We're going to do a sound test and, of course, a full review on the car as well. So let's take a listen to this thing. The Jubilee is a pretty good sounding SUV. Could be better for sure, but it's not exactly the worst sounding car ever. That's for absolute sure. The Jubilee, it's pretty awesome, man. This thing is really fast for being an SUV. It's quick, man. It's really quick. I won't lie. As I've crashed it twice. That's good. The Jubilee, it's all-wheel drive, so obviously it gets really good traction off the line, which is nice. You do want your SUVs to be, you know, a little bit quicker in this game because obviously if you're trying to get away from people or anything like that, you do need a degree of quickness in your cars. So it's nice that the SUVs aren't just slow like boats, you know. The Jubilee is definitely one of the faster SUVs in Grand Theft Auto Online. I believe it's somewhere within the top 10. I think it's probably about number 7th or number 8th right now in terms of around a track for speed wise. So, you know, it's no slouch. It's pretty quick. Could be faster for sure, but you know what? I really do appreciate how quick this car is right now, and I honestly, I think that if it was any faster, it would honestly not work as well as it does. This car does have really good handling as well. That is something that is very noticeable about the Jubilee. Most of the newer SUVs in GTA Online all handle like pretty decently, but the Jubilee, with its speed and its handling combined, definitely one of the better SUVs to drive in the game. It's pretty responsive. It feels pretty good. It drives really nice. It does kind of understeer a little bit. But it could be a lot worse for sure. Being that it's, you know, a 5,000–6,000 pound SUV, it drives, you know, better than you would expect, to be completely honest. So, you know, I can't knock the Jubilee too much. But yeah, for 866 grand, if you guys are getting this thing on sale, or even if you don't have the trade price unlocked and you're still paying a little bit more for it, I don't think you can go wrong with this car at all. I think that the Jubilee is one of those cars that you really can't go wrong with, no matter how much you pay for it. If you pay full price for this thing without the trade price or anything, I still think that it's one of those cars that's just worth your while to have. Being that it has Imani Tech is a huge feature as to why I think it's worth having. Obviously the armor with the Imani Tech combined is a great thing to have. Definitely makes the car a little bit more viable in free mode. Obviously it's got the front mounted machine guns too that you can put on it. So, you know, overall I think the Enus Jubilee is a very good car to have in GTA. Definitely one that's worth picking up, especially when it's on sale. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the Enus Jubilee customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, Take care. Peace.